Cause I don't want to get a copyright strike. Like you did.
Yeah, I got that thing in like under 15 seconds, and I got them 3 times.
When they forget, but you can actually, I think, lawfully use up to like 45 seconds of it. But that's it. I went from wearing a uniform or an FIB uniform to now I'm wearing just a normal tuxedo with the same black mask, and I have black leather. A wreck. That's how this place looking.
A wreck.
Man, at least y'all could have pressure washed the floor since I've been gone. The seats aren't green anymore, so that's a plus. I wonder how my crinkety dinkety looking office up here is going to be. Access. The best place in this building right now is my basement.
Success is not getting caught.
La-di-da-di-dee, la-di-da-ho, la-di-da-ho.
Mighty Metrosaurus!
Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip.
I think they have that on this. On Hulu.
I haven't watched
Oh,
that.
The Amazing World of Gumball.
I watched that TV show, but lost interest in it after like a year or so.
You lost interest in Gumball?
Dude, I lost interest in TV about the age of 9.
I don't blame you, so did I.
Like, I just stopped. I gave up on TV. Nothing interests me anymore. Like, if I'm watching TV, it's going to be something on a science or history channel.
When Cartoon Network started killing off, like, their good TV shows, this
To get in so much trouble because my mom wanted me to sleep, and then all she hear from my room is the Teen Titans theme playing. When there's trouble, you know who to call. I still know that song. Can't remember the entire thing, but I don't.
What?
I hear a screeching. That's not good.
I don't know what she's
Death.
screaming about, son.
Death.
What you screaming for?
What you screaming for? Access to laptop.
Hey, Mama!
Okay, so
When I go to
now we've got the place ready.
Christmas, you know what I'm gonna show Braden and
But if you're
Jace?
interested in the arcade
Look.
side of things, you should order some more games.
It ain't
The
nothing
Wizard's
bad.
Ruin.
You remember this
Oh,
TV
it's
show?
wrecked Any chance I had of getting laid in high school. And
By
I
who?
love it. They're all classics.
I don't have my shit!
It's your call, obviously.
It's in Florida. Either that or it's in the shed up there. But do you remember this TV show?
Innovations.
You remember Uncle Grandpa?
When there's trouble, you know who to call.
And then this one. Obviously, you remember this one.
Tab, or the Lester and Page tab, if I'm gonna give her due. So, you want a drone-based...
This show was from 2008, 4 years after I was born. This show came out.
Spread out around the state from the convenience of one gaming chair.
Tentacles! I got one more.
Terminal for
Show
that
you.
too. Even works for supply and purchase runs on the open road, whatever that is. LJP would be proud.
Hold up. I can get a drone station built of arcade games so I can yeet and delete people?
Regular show. I'm gonna show him regular show too.
Regular show. That was a good one. I watched that one too for a while. I watched it till about season. I don't remember how many seasons there were.
And Gumball. All the seasons of Gumball.
I remember watching all these TV shows when I was younger, and just losing interest in watching TV in general.
They canceled Gumball?
Dude, they canceled a lot of TV shows. Regular shows gone, Adventure Time's gone. Bunch of them are gone. You remember Johnny Test?
Dude, Johnny Test is so cool. I went over to my brother's house and me and my nephews, we watched the entire season 3 times over. It's so
Johnny
good.
Test was the vibes. Johnny
Let's see if
Test.
They got Johnny
else
Test
was
on
there?
here.
What else did I watch?
Johnny Test, Johnny Bravo, the OG.
Yeah. Johnny Test, Johnny Bravo.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yep, Dexter's Laboratory.
How do you spell Johnny?
Johnnny, if I'm not mistaken, or Jonny. I'm not mistaken. My spelling is whack.
Hey Mama, how do you spell Johnny as in Johnny Test? J-O... J-H-O-O...
J-H-O. Oh yeah, Jonny. Johnny. I should remember that because that's my granddad's name.
I don't think they got it on Hulu. But I can always go to Netflix.
Netflix. There was one TV show I used to watch on Netflix. It only ran for one season on actual TV. It was called Terra Nova. That was the name of that show. It's Terra Nova.
Hey. Hi.
Terra Nova was about
Wayne's
the
World.
destruction. Like, this is set in like future world where like the world is going to. And they go back in time to when the dinosaurs roamed the earth and they lived there. Yes, I love walking into my table.
I don't know what you're talking. Not you, Joe. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, they already have a movie, Bill and Ted, and it just came out last year, and they're nerds, and they travel through time. I mean, I didn't know. If it's anything like Wayne's World, where it's just a big old parody through the whole movie, which, by the way, if you didn't know, they came back for Grubhub ads. I don't think they had the first. Joey, have you seen Wayne's World?
No, off the top.
In
In the morning, so I'm half awake, so I know I'll laugh at it. That's what I used to do, like if back in Alabama when I didn't play video games on the weekends. I'd literally just go in the living room and just turn on some comedy that I could find and just vibe out to it. My favorite comedian is Fluffy. I love watching Fluffy. You know who Fluffy is, Greg?
Yeah, Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah. Fluffy.
If she wasn't president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
We going in the bunker.
Wayne's World, Wayne's World. That's the outro to their TV show.
Oh, have you ever watched Super Mario Brothers?
The movie?
No. The live action one that would go between live action and then actual animated world, and at the end of it had the iconic thing, "Do the Mario." Remember that one? Or did you even watch that one? I did. It was cool, man. I love watching it. It was like the 1980s, I think, is when that one was around. I don't know, but I watched it. My dad played it. That's how I got into a lot of the old TV shows. Was my dad showed them to me, and I'd watch them. That's how I watched the entirety of the OG Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dude, Sonic X.
Faster.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. I actually couldn't finish watching Sonic X, but I actually did finish watching Sonic X. I watched it in its entirety. From episode 1 to the final episodes. Well, actually, I take that statement back. I watched it all the way up to where they send them back to their universe. Because after that trans-dimensional space stuff, I lost interest in it. It's like...
Yeah, when Sonic became, like... When they started adding, like, Shadow and Knuckles and everything, it broke my brain.
Those parts didn't bother me. It's when they sent them back to their actual universe. That's when I lost interest. Oh, hey Ashton. Your mic's swapped over.
They got 6 seasons of Johnny Test on Netflix, Joey.
Oh, okay.
They do?
I might watch some of that again. I want to find them and watch the OG Teen Titans again, season 1 on.
Go!
When there's trouble, you know who to call.
Rango! There will never
this
be
man in the middle of a Rango.
There will never be a greater Nickelodeon movie than Rango.
I hate to say this. I never really liked Rango. That movie bored me for some reason. That movie just bored the living Christ out of me.
You don't know good comedy quality with a rattlesnake. Jake, dude is a rattlesnake with a fucking minigun at the end of his tail.
I know.
You can't tell me if you ain't seen that in real life, you wouldn't be scared.
Some parts of the movie I liked, but in general, I just didn't find interest. And Ashton, I'm at my bunker.
I see. Should I bring out the 9 to fly over there faster? or risk being melted?
Rango!
I want to resupply. Do I want to steal supplies or want to buy supplies?
Just buy it.
I actually have Rango on DVD. I ended up getting 2 copies of it for Christmas when it first came out.
Oh, I used to have the OG SpongeBob movie.
Oh yeah.
I had the OG SpongeBob movie.
I had the OG SpongeBob movie when they went to Atlantis.
I'm the Goofy Goober. Yeah.
Titan.
Which, come to find out, that song was not sang by Twisted Sister. It was sung by a guy from Nickelodeon that made a parody of it from the Twisted Sisters.
Yeah, that's how they did. So the Twisted Sisters didn't go and copyright strike. Didn't go ow ow.
I mean,
copy quack.
They let them use the song, but they just changed it.
They're going to. There's actually a couple movies. There's actually a couple movies that use Metallica songs. You just had to listen to them very closely. They changed up a lot of it, but the guitar riffs were there.
American Badass is a rip.
Hey, I got paid $5,000.
Yeah. American, yeah, that song is a straight rip-off of Metallica's guitars.
Alright, I'll be right back.
I like AC/DC and ZZ Top.
ZZ Top. My favorite song by ZZ Top is,
Sharpness Man.
That's one of them, but I can't remember. What's the name of it? Might as well face it. You're addicted to love. That's the only thing I can remember about that song. You might as well face it. You're addicted to love. I just remember that. That's what I liked about the song. And then you got the Beastie Boys, "Fight for Your Right."
Or Sabotage.
Sabotage,
Or Intergalactic.
Sabaton. What was that voice crack?
Speak of the devil, they have Sonic X on Netflix.
Nice.
2 seasons of it though.
I watched Sonic X all the way up until they sent back through the teleporter. Then I stopped watching it because when they started doing that trans-dimensional stuff, you know. And then Leafy Girl gets killed defending Tails.
Holy
Tails
shit,
becomes.
they kill people?
Yeah, they
This
actually.
is a kids show. You're not supposed to kill people in kids shows.
She sacrificed herself, so it was the moral of that part, and she got deleted. She is no longer there. Tails becomes the pressy boy.
Did you know that in the Despicable Me movie, in the first one, when they sent Vector to the moon, rather than have him suffocate, they made him die of his hypoxia, which you basically go insane or something. It's because how is
Where do
Vector
you-
gonna?
Where
If-
y'all get this stuff from?
It was said by the person that made the movie. They didn't want to have Vector suffocate on the moon, so they made him go batshit insane. How else do you think he's dancing on the moon without hearing music? Gotta go fast.
Because it's a movie and they're just showing that, but okay. That's like I didn't realize it until I went and watched it again. There's a reference in Phineas and Ferb with Shaun and the Dead.
What are we talking about?
We're just talking about random references and stuff.
Which one are we on now?
I just said about if you paid attention to Phineas and Ferb when there's the Doofenshmirtz zombies, there's actually a reference to Shaun and whatever the name of the zombie movie is, a Shaun zombie movie. I just watched it like that.
Shaun of the Dead?
Shaun of the Dead, yeah, Shaun of the Dead.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Shaun of the Dead, that's the name of it. It just took me a second. But there's actually a reference to that in Phineas and Ferb. They're sitting there talking to each other. It's quite. I love when they did that. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked for me. I go. No.
My brother used to be obsessed with Sonic.
My cousin is.
You're speaking
So
to
I'm
one
going
right
Monkey
here.
I
now.
mean, I'm a fan of Sonic,
I'm not
but I
I'm a
ain't
fan of him. I'm
like
not.
what my brother was.
My cousin, he has too many plushies.
I didn't go out and collect plushies.
The
or
way
nothing
my
like that. What
mom
I
described
wanted
my
to
brother
do,
and Sonic was like.
I loved
I'm not
watching the TV shows and stuff. But what I really wanted to do was to collect the comics, the Archie
Dude,
comics of Sonic.
I'm coming to bunker.
Okay,
You in or out?
I'm in bunker.
I'm so
What are we
confused.
doing, boss?
I am so confused.
I mean, we can since I bought supplies, we can go work on the arcade stuff.
Let's see,
Giorgio
boss.
hides what Joseph calls his stain
You're
as
the
he returns
CEO
to his normal life, and Giorgio
Urgent from in here.
is hurt on the way to his
You're
school
the
as he meets a
CEO,
student
man.
named Kaki.
This man decided to take out the.
Tweet.
This man took out the A10.
Where's that meme where
Can I use a tree? It can't be.
Don't mind me.
It can't work like Far Cry does.
Oh, Joey, did you know that, Last Day to Watch on Netflix, March 27th. This is season 2. JoJo season 2. But anyways,
I watch it on Hulu.
After when you have to get into it, that's the hard part. Like I like watching it when I'm on the
Like
road because
most-
it's like 42-minute
I can't
long
wait
episodes.
until it actually does the time stuff.
Oh, that's in part 3, if I'm
I
not
can't
mistaken.
wait until it does the time stuff.
Zawaldo.
The world though.
no, it's in season 2. Cause
Hey,
that's when JoJo meets
there's parts.
Kakyoin, and then Kakyoin goes and fights.
There's parts. It says seasons, but there's parts.
Unpopular opinion, but Beyblade Burst is trash.
I don't even remember what part of Beyblade I was on. I
I
remember
don't
watching
even
it.
remember that.
I watched it during my kindergarten years when I lived in Mississippi.
You have 3 different
you hear
Beyblades.
that?
You have Beyblade, Metal Fusion, Metal Fury, and then Beyblade.
I watched it when it was first released to Cartoon Network.
Did
That's
you
all I
hear
can
that?
tell you.
Beyblade, Metal Fusion, and Metal Fury.
Did you hear those missiles, Joey?
No, because I walked inside of my arcade.
Let's see if we hear
mean, I
How
was
many
loading into it.
spin-offs of it do you need?
Oh, I see your the thing.
Am I insurgent?
Yes. Got a black dot for me.
That's like Pokemon was originally called Pocket Monster in Japan.
Yeah. You can still. There's cards still that's called Pocket Monsters that you can get.
I have. I
had a
three
stack of
authentic-
like 500 cards. Old cards that my uncle collected. I left them in Alabama
have-
though because I didn't have a use for them up here. I actually have like 2 different sets. I have a newer modern collection at my dad's house, and I got that old collection that my uncle had down in Alabama.
Oh.
Oh, I just got ran by a tree. Oh, that felt nice.
You just got bent back and you just got knocked back and bent by a tree.
Oh, that felt nice.
Hold on, what was that meme? Cocked back and bent.
Bro, I got more than bent.
They brought
got
it
thrown.
everywhere with it. Y'all
Hey Michael, I
remember
heard you've been
Monster
putting
House?
hands on my wife. Man, I will put hands on yo.
That tree was throwing some hands.
Jimmy
that, tree,
Neutron,
I
boy
don't know what you
genius.
mean.
that tree said, "I'll put my
That
hands
tree
on yo."
wanted
Or
some.
that's a movie.
Unpopular
wanna fight.
opinion: whenever you're playing a video game, the bench is one of the most strongest weapons of choice.
The bench.
The bench.
Yeah.
I was in my insurgent vibing. I mean, I'm going 100, and I smacked into a bench and got folded.
The last plot, bro.
Remind me, Dev.
I'm streaming, so anybody who watches can see it. Hear you make a sound, it's gonna pop up. SB River Revival died. I mean, I'm waiting on you because
You're
before I can get
lagging
my
big
arc.
time.
Oh, I am.
Lag, you're lagging.
Greg, can
Bro.
you hear me?
Yes.
How do I sound to you?
You sound
fine.
decent now.
Alright, it's probably because of that broadcast.
Bro, I was swooped down. Urgent. The light pole. The strongest material. that
They got
God
helmets
made.
on their heads, but I got a watermelon instead. But you thought I had a
She's
watermelon instead, but I got a team of pumpkin heads.
A team of poles.
She tosses and turns to the sound of
sound of-
thunder, but I got watermelon to cure my slumber.
What? Stop.
Yeah, I got slumbered.
He tosses
They
and
always
turns
drown
at
when
the
they were
sound of
bold, but I got
thunder.
watermelon to keep me floating.
Bro,
Stop,
God,
you're
those
butchering it.
motherfuckers.
You were butchering it.
That's how it goes.
No.
They almost drowned when they went boating, but I got watermelon to keep me floating.
He almost drowned when we went. Yeah. I messed up because you got me.
Lag, holy Lord Jesus.
He almost drowned while they went out boating, but I got watermelon to keep me floating.
That is so butchered, but I'm gonna stick with it.
You're bored.
He tosses and turns at the sound of thunder, but I got a watermelon to soothe my slumber.
Now guys watch Breaking Bad.
No.
You look like Vigil with the tuxedo on.
Jesse, where's my crack? That's a good line from that.
Every time Vigil goes out in public, he's got the mask.
Castlevania? That's a video game.
Salute. Okay.
I'm cycling through stuff. It's messing with it.
Jesse, where's my crack?
This one. Doc. Oh no.
No, let me just go ahead and go into the
Scott
heist menu. So,
Pilgrim?
as soon as I saw that, I was
What
like,
the?
nope.
The
Alright, I'm ending the broadcast because it's kind of buggy.